Hi, everyone. Welcome. Letting everyone sort of filter in for the pitch contest. Gonna make sure I have my chat ready to go. Hi, guys. Welcome. We're so excited to have all of you tuning in. I'm Jacqueline Johnson, the founder and CEO of Create and Cultivate. And I'm going to be introducing our amazing panel of judges in just a second, but I'm going to let everyone roll in and then we will get going on the pitch contest live, real life. This is all happening in real time. Get excited. All right, I see you guys still trickling in, but I will welcome everyone first and foremost to the Create and Cultivate Beauty Self-Care Summit. This is our live pitch contest. It's a really fun part of the event where we create this pitch contest to shine a spotlight and support small business owners in 3 industries. Ones that make sense for this conference: beauty, health and wellness, and self-care. So before we dive in and get to our incredible pitchees, I'm going to introduce our amazing panel of judges. So we have Cheryl Guerin, EVP North America Marketing and Communications at Mastercard. Welcome, Cheryl.
Thank you for having me. Thrilled to be here.
Of course. Sydney Sykes, angel investor and co-founder Black VC. Hi, Sydney.
Hi, everyone. Great to have you all. Excited to be part of this.
And we had Sharon Shooter, who was also on a panel. She's the founder and CEO of Uomo Beauty, but her power went out and her computer was about to die. So let's all send her lots of good vibes. Nothing like being on a 10% battery. But we also have Ginger Siegel here, who's the North American Small Business Lead at Mastercard. You may have caught her also on a panel and as well as in the mentor sessions.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Hi. So if everyone could just tell us where you're tuning in from, that would be awesome. I know this is my favorite part as well. Tell us where you're tuning in from. We'd love to see where everyone's coming from. And if you're a small business owner, let us know. Entrepreneur, definitely let us know. Okay. So a quick rundown on how the pitch contest is going to work so everyone knows. So we have our 3 finalists. We had thousands of applications come in for each of the different categories. Our team sifted through and we picked the best 3, and they are waiting in the digital wings, as it were. And they are small business owners in the beauty, health, and wellness and self-care industry. So each finalist is going to give us their best 4-minute elevator pitch. And then we'll move into a 6-minute Q&A round with the judges. So send them good vibes. This is very stressful. There's nothing like pitching in front of hundreds of women. So we've received so many thoughtful and inspiring applications. I want to thank everyone who applied, and hopefully some of you are tuning in today. We did read every single one, and there is so much incredible inspiration out there in the small business community. The 3 women who are pitching us today are rock stars in their own right. So I'm really excited to meet them. So judges, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Very exciting. Okay, so we'll give her a second to join us, but first up is Sarah Green. She is the CEO and co-founder of the Braid Releaser, a revolutionary new tool that keeps your hair from breaking when you take down your braids. So Sarah will be telling us all about her product. And as I mentioned, all of these businesses are in the beauty category. So really exciting to kind of tie in today's theme, because as we all know, beauty is a billion-dollar industry ripe for disruption. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. How's everyone doing today?
We are so good. Well, I'm Jacqueline. I'm the founder of Create and Cultivate. We're so excited to hear you. So I'm going to give you 4 minutes to do your pitch. Then I'll let you know when that time is up and we'll go straight into questions. Does that sound good?
Awesome.
Okay, take it away, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Green. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Braid Releaser. Now, I just want to thank you, Jacqueline, for this opportunity and the platform that you have created. Now, the Braid Releaser is a tool that provides a time-efficient and pain-free experience while taking down braids. Now, before I begin, let me tell you how this started. So back in 1992, my mother, Angela Green, with 1 son and 2 daughters, created this tool. Now, my mom's a school teacher from Jersey City. Now, my mom was not a hairdresser by all means. So my sister and I, Thea, we stayed in braids most of the summer. So beginning of the school year, you can imagine taking out the braids of 2 daughters is so time consuming. So that's how the braid releaser was birthed. Now, my mom wanted to take care of hair loss, reducing the hair loss, pain as well, and comfort for her hands and her wrist as well. So unfortunately, my mom had 2 jobs. She's a working mom, and she didn't have the support that she needed to bring this project to life or bring the tool out to market. And I think my mom was ahead of her time at this back in 1992, and I think she still is. So to fast forward 25 plus years, my mom has passed the baton on to me. So now we have a woman-led team of contractors and volunteers, and our patent lawyer is a woman, and as well as our copyright lawyer is a woman. So you can imagine during COVID, and as we're still in COVID-19, a lot of businesses have been affected by this pandemic. Specifically Black-owned businesses. About 60% of Black-owned businesses have closed down permanently due to COVID. Now, my mother and I refuse for that to be our story and our narrative. So we had a Kickstarter during the pandemic, and unfortunately, because of the policy of all or nothing, we lost over $8,000. So that did not stop us. So we decided to partner with a woman Black-owned crowdfunding platform, Fund Black Founders, to raise capital for our business. Now, what's great is that we have raised so far over $7,500. Now, you can imagine with a tool such as this, the expenses that we have considered. As I mentioned, patents, copyrights, and trademarks, and so on and so forth. So what's now, I mean, in and of itself, our mold is about $10,000. So this grant will help us tremendously take over that cost and bring our tool to market. So we're extremely excited for this opportunity. Thank you again, and thank you for hearing our story.
Absolutely. So I'm sure the judges have a ton of questions. So I'm going to hand it over to Ginger first, and then we'll go Sydney and Cheryl.
Awesome.
So I love it, Sarah. What a fantastic idea. Question, how are you thinking that you'll distribute this? So how will you get it out into the market? And, what are your plans to do so?
Yeah, so our plans to start off with our e-commerce site and direct to consumer. And then initially partner with retailers and also salons, local salons, or even expand to other salon owners. But we would love to start distributing through our e-commerce site.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Am I next? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sarah, thank you. So lovely to hear about this. I definitely relate. I went through my periods of braids and I took them immediately out. Sadly, I did not have the patience when I was a kid. But I'm curious to hear how you think about expanding, your services for your customers. I think one of the most important things is being able to hook a customer in and then service kind of all of their needs. So where do you think about expanding from here to really keep the customer engaged?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we have, the tool may look simple, however, we want to provide a lot of content for our consumers. We want to show them how to use it. And we also want to target our consumers in a different way. We want to target the young girl who does her own braids, and we want to target the parents. We have the mothers who have daughters, we have the fathers who have daughters, even sons who wear braids. So we want to make sure that we provide content to show people how we utilize the tool and make it relatable to our consumers so that they're engaged and that they can see themselves using the tool. And I'm always available. I always make sure when I have content, I tell people who are following us, like, please DM me, please reach out to me. And I actually take the time to answer every question that they send to me.
Hi, Sarah. Your story is so inspiring, and I love that you're, taking on the baton from your mom, and you have an all-women staff. It's truly inspiring. And the other thing that is pretty exciting is I saw that you had an InStyle article published.
Yes, we were so excited about that. I mean, every opportunity we get, no matter magazine, anything, we just, my mom is most excited as well as I am. Sometimes she doesn't know what that means, but I have to like explain like, Mommy, this is a big deal. And she gets excited. That makes me excited.
It's a big deal. Tell me though, what's your media strategy? I'm amazed that you're not fully on the market yet and you're getting this kind of publicity. Tell us a little bit about your media strategy.
Can I tell you that I stalk people, but not in a bad way? I tell you, it's not in a bad way. I DM people. I just give them like, a paragraph or two because I know people are busy. I give them a paragraph or two, tell them what we're doing, tell them about my mother's story, especially because I think that's the most important part. A lot of women don't have the opportunities to realize their dreams. And back in 1992, my mom didn't have that opportunity. So I want women to know that they can realize their dreams, and you don't need like a big team. Everything is online. I literally DM'd Kayla and she responded immediately. She said she was interested. We emailed her. And the same with Essence. We emailed, and at the end of the day, we just want to share our story. If we get people to respond, great. And we just keep going. So I really make sure that I spend the time to get to know the editors. Who are the editors? Not just like a basic email, that says info dot whatever magazine, but I really try to figure out who the editor is, who they are, look at their Instagram, and I reach out to them and share my story.
That's awesome. Congrats. Really well done.
I love it. And also the stalking never ends. It's always a good strategy.
Yes.
So I have a question actually, and then I'm going to go back to the judges for a last question, but how is the trademarking and patenting going? Because the product is something that, your mom clearly designed and innovated on. Like, how's that process going?
Yeah, so what's interesting is that my mom had a lot of paperwork from back then that we still have. What's great is that we are patent pending. We have 2 patent pendants. So we have the functional part of it, and then we have the design part of it. So we cover both bases. So we are taking care of that. It is trademarked. So we really want to protect what my mother has built. So we are on it. And as you know, the patent pending takes a couple of years. So we're just going along with this process.
That's great. That's great. It's so important with something that you've created to be able to do that. Okay. Anyone jump in on the judges for a final question?
Yeah, so Sarah, just a quick question. With all this great stalking and media approach, how will you scale manufacturing? So, where will this be made, and how will you make sure that you can make enough of it to keep up with what I am sure will be great demand?
Yeah, so initially we're starting off with our product made in the US. We want to make sure that all of our products, all the way down to our packaging, is made in the US. Realistically, we know that once we start to get into the hundreds of thousands, we will scale. But we also have partners in Taiwan who's also willing to work with us. So we already have people in line that has a U.S. presence as well, and overseas presence that is ready to go. So we already are in talks with them, and they are really excited about our product. So I have a manufacturing background, so I made sure that was the most important top of the pyramid thing that we needed to cover.
Great, thank you. Great job.
Much.
Sarah, just quickly, I'd just love to end with hearing a little bit kind of about your plan for growth for the next couple of years. Kind of what gets you most excited? How do you use the dollars, and kind of where do you go from here?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we know that marketing is everything, right? So we want to make sure that at first we want to make sure our product is tight and that it's premium, firstly. And then from there, we want to make sure that we take opportunities to potentially work with retailers like Target or Walmart, Walgreens, so that we can expand, because we do know that with our target consumer, that salons and the e-commerce will provide a small number of orders, but we know from partnering with retailers would allow us to get to that expansion that we need. And that's part of the stalking. If I have to stalk Target myself, then that's what we have to do. But we also know that partnering with influencers is important as well. So using those dollars to partner with the influencers of the world, the beauty influencers, the naturalistas of the world, and really pushing our product that way, but also really staying genuine to why we're doing this, and also, as I mentioned before, making it relatable to the mothers, to the dads, to the woman who does her own hair, and the stylists, because at the end of the day, we know that the faster they can get their clients out of their chair, the more money they make. So we want to target everyone.
Amazing job, Sarah. Thank you. Time is up, but you did a great job. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Nice job.
Our next finalist is Joanna Linton, founders of Raise Roots, a daily supplement for stressed out moms, because taking care of yourself is taking care of your kids. So excited to see what she has to say. What did you guys think of our first pitch?
Great. Wow. Awesome.
Love it. I'll show you guys the product.
She's definitely got a skill for demonstrating the story.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll send over some images of the product too. It's just such an interesting thing. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, Joanna?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Of course, we're so excited to have you here. So we are going to let you kick it off for 4 minutes, give us your elevator pitch, and then the judges will chime in with questions. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect.
All right, take it away, Joanna.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. The countless articles on millennials are true. Women are waiting longer than their mothers, and certainly their grandmothers, to have kids. As founding members of today's hustle culture, millennials learned all too well the importance of self-care, whether that came in the form of their daily matcha lattes, their boutique fitness classes, or their blue apron date nights. But when the millennial woman got around to having a child, that self-care that she spent years cultivating and incorporating into her lifestyle suddenly became non-existent. In today's society, there is so much to get right in raising our children. We are struggling to unrealistically meet every expectation. According to the American Pregnancy Association, 75% of new moms feel some form of baby blues. And we're overwhelmed, we're burnt out, and the last person we're thinking about is ourselves. I started Raise Roots on the belief that when mothers are healthy and happy, we will raise healthy and happy children. Raise Roots is a brand of wellness products that were created for moms. Our initial product is an herbal supplement that uses Ayurvedic and adaptogenic herbs. We combined 8 functional ingredients to help mom's body achieve a healthy internal balance. Ingredients include rhodiola, which has been shown to help fight fatigue, tulsi, which helps to target and address underlying stress within the body, and ginger, which is a digestive aid powerhouse. Our powder can be mixed to any warm beverage of choice. Simply mix, stir, and be well. Raise Roots was launched in August of 2019, and in March 2020, we launched our D2C website. Pre-COVID, our sales strategy was to focus on the wholesale side of the business with a minimal focus on D2C. With the impact of COVID, virtually all of our wholesale orders were canceled for Q2 and Q3 of 2020. And as Mother's Day fell during the peak of this pandemic, we lost substantial opportunity on what we consider our holiday. That led us to take a step back and refocus, and we then began to build the D2C side of things. Since then, we've built a recurring subscription model. We've reached out to mom influencers in partnership, and we've begun to implement some digital marketing. Year to date, we've had 10,000 in sales, though not a dollar has been spent on marketing yet. We plan to end the year at 50,000, though a portion of this grant would be used to accelerate our online growth via digital marketing, so that 50,000 can see potential upside. A bit about me. I am a mother to a defiant 3-year-old boy and a spicy 2-year-old girl. I launched my career at Macy's in production and private label, and later I joined the buying team at Urban Outfitters. Most recently, I co-founded the outdoor brand United by Blue. It was actually while I was on maternity leave from my company that I decided that I would not return. After going through a very trialing postpartum, I just felt that this message of self-care in all stages of motherhood needed to be shared. Taking action always starts with something that moves you personally. For me, inspiring women, inspiring moms to take care of themselves and their wellness, that's personal. And if it is for you too, whether it be for yourself, for your sister, your partner, your friend, or whomever, then I hope you join Raise Roots in our mission in building a community of healthy and happy moms. Thank you so much.
Great job, Joanna. That was amazing. I'm going to throw
Thank
it to Cheryl first, and then we'll go Ginger and then Sydney. So Cheryl, take it away with your question.
You got it. Joanna, that was so fantastic, so inspiring, and so interesting that you've gotten some sales already without doing any push of marketing. Tell me, you've got a host of products here with ingredients that people may not know or understand. What's your approach to getting it out there, the storytelling behind it, and getting interest around it?
Yeah, so the ingestible beauty market, as we all know, is growing and growing, and adaptogens have been playing a really big role in that. I think comped from 2017 to 2018, the adaptogen market alone grew fivefold. And so I do think that while there is a general idea of adaptogens as they slowly start to make their way into the CPG world, part of it is a lot of my storytelling and my background. And that's one of the first things I actually share when I'm doing some grassroots sales, either talking to mom groups, a buyer at a brick and mortar store, or whomever. And I grew up having adaptogens incorporated into my diet. You know, when I wasn't feeling well growing up, other kids got to take maybe Tylenol and Dayquil, and I had hawthorn berry soup and ginger tea. And so I think that part of it being a part of my story helps a lot in explaining what these special herbs do. But you're absolutely right. An educational part of our product needs to be explained in a very consumer-friendly way. And that's why some of the marketing that we've done so far in describing the products and the ingredients is we've kind of dubbed them with them nicknames. So for example, like Tulsi is the stress cleanser, lemon balm is the nerve soother, etc. And hopefully that makes it a little bit more approachable.
Great. So Joanna, I think it's fantastic. Does it work if your kids are grown up? I was just wondering, because there's a lot of stress there too.
I was thinking we all need this right now with COVID.
That's what I was thinking, Cheryl, for sure. Yeah. But maybe a little bit of an extension from Cheryl's question. So this is obviously a very growing market. How are you going to break through that market? So I think Cheryl actually had the first part of my question. It's a fantastic question about education, but then beyond education, how will you break through and establish your differentiation so people will come to your product?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I guess that kind of touches upon competitors in an indirect way. So in regards to adaptogen wellness powders, there are dozens and dozens of brands out there. All of whom we consider our indirect competitors. These are brands such as Moon Juice, Four Sigmatic, Sun Potion, Mood Belly, etc. When it comes to direct competitors, this is more aligned in our target millennial market customer, millennial mom customer. These are brands like Pink Stork, Earth Mom Organics, Mother Love Herb, and it would be amiss not to mention The Honest Company as they start to move more into the ingestible beauty sector. And so in breaking through, that was why reaching our consumer, that was why we put a focus on the wholesale side of the business. So at brands or companies that really focus on the motherhood lifestyle, there are plenty of retailers on there, both brick and mortar and online. They almost do the job for you in introducing brands. Right now, that relies solely on us. And we're doing a lot of that through social media. But to break through to get to the consumer, it's still continuing to find great partners. We've recently partnered with Motherly, which is a digital media platform. We're in talks with the Grove collaboration, where a lot of their customer are moms, and Moms Organic, which is an East Coast based food chain. So it's really being strategic in who we begin to partner with and collaborate with, as well as one of the things that we missed out on COVID was for Mother's Day. We were in very deep talks with Urban Stems, Farm Girl Flowers, and Bar 3. So that anytime a consumer purchased a flower bouquet bundle for Mother's Day, they would have been given a sample pack of raised roots. For Bar 3, because of everything that had happened internally in their side of the business, when they really wanted to highlight motherhood, as Sandy is a really big proponent, the CEO. So she really wanted to do some type of like Instagram live giveaway, and it's not an excuse because I still think there's so much opportunity, but those things would have been the types of things that we're going to continue to move towards to break through.
Great. Thank you so much. Great answer to the question.
Yeah, thank you, Joanna. It's great to hear that you're kind of leaning towards the wholesale side of the business. I think one of the tough things about, so it's so lovely to have a specific customer, know exactly who your customer is, and I think that's a real strength. One of the challenges there can definitely be you're not always at the same point in motherhood. You know, you're prenatal, then you're having young kids, and then, you know, at a certain point you're still stressed, but like you said, you have kids in college. But I'm curious how you think about that transition of getting a customer hooked right when they're about to have a baby or right when they've had a baby, and then aging along with the customer and moving with her so that you can retain that customer all along.
Absolutely. So I think prenatal is a little bit of a different ball game. And while our product is safe for women in that stage, we want to focus a little bit more on that 4th trimester and beyond. So regardless of whether your child is maybe a couple months old to maybe when your child is in college, the most important part is that you're taking care of yourself. I think any mom, obviously we're targeting towards millennial moms, but I think any mom wants to feel better about herself. And the number one way to do this is what goes into your body. And that's food and beverage. And that's what we are confident in attacking right now. Then comes personal care, what goes on your body. And then it's how you treat your body, fitness and health. So to me, I strongly believe that moms, regardless of whether your child is 1-year-old or who knows, 30 years old, you still have a stress because you have that responsibility and that love for your child forever. And so for me, I think it's really focusing on wellness, not necessarily on prenatal, on nursing, on maybe like nipple soreness or any things that are a little bit more specific. It's just fully wholesome wellness.
Amazing job. We have to wrap up. You hit your time limit, but you did so wonderful. Thank you so much, Joanna.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course. Our last finalist, Colleen Hayes, is the founder of Presence, a mindfulness app that focuses on strengthening connections within yourself, your relationships, and technology. I have a feeling this is going to be a really difficult one. Everyone has been so wonderful. Okay, there she is.
Can you hear me all right?
Yep, can hear you great. Welcome, Colleen. I'm Jacqueline. So excited to have you. So we are going to give you the floor for 4 minutes of pitching, followed by 6 minutes of questions from the judges. So I'm just going to hand it over to you. Take it away.
Perfect. So the first time I ever experienced technology anxiety, I was 4. And I was tuning into the 1987 film Not Quite Human. So in this film, it features an inventor who created an android boy named Chip. So Chip, it was 1987, needed to have a floppy disk inserted into his belly every single time he woke up in the morning. So this concept totally freaked me out. I was 4 and I couldn't figure out how to shut it off. I was panicking, looking for the remote, trying to figure it out. And finally, one of my siblings rescued me after they heard me kind of crying for help. So technology anxiety looks a little bit different these days. It's much more severe. People are depressed, experiencing panic attacks, and there's even suicidality in youth as a result of some of the social media stuff that's going on. So we are now more connected than ever with our global pandemic and this incredibly difficult time where we've exposed all of these different oppressive systems in our society. Mental health is a top priority. Before the pandemic, people were suffering already. So 1 in 5 people had a mental health condition. 2,700 times a day is the number that's all-encompassing, clicking, scrolling, and tapping number for people on their phones. And folks are spending upwards of 5.5 hours per day on their devices. After COVID, 47% of Americans are saying that they are struggling as a result of technology and the pandemic, rather. So what this really means is that our society needs help. Enter Presence. We are your digital mindfulness guide. Presence offers clinically supported solutions on the go, at home, and at work. So we have a mobile application, mindfulness services for work, and then we also have mindful experiences as well. Our first product launched August 2nd, 2019. And the voice of our brand is your helpful, encouraging, and supportive friend. So in this spirit, we offered our product for free during COVID. So as a result, we're struggling financially. And this $10,000 grant will help us cover our operating expenses that we're behind on, improve the product, and put money towards our Diversity of Mindfulness campaign that we are launching in August. So why mindfulness? Mindfulness is simply awareness. It's paying attention. And mindfulness is clinically proven to improve mental health, improve physical well-being, and also improve work environments as well. So what's digital mindfulness? You might be curious. This is simply applying your awareness practice to your relationship with technology. We are the first mindfulness company using DBT, or dialectical behavior therapy, which at its core is mindfulness. We're also staying impact focused by including a percentage of every transaction as a donation to Half the Story, their organization empowering the next generation's relationship with tech. Finally, we're also owning the digital mindfulness space and offering everything you could possibly need to practice mindfulness, from journaling to live meditation classes. So the app was a really, really wonderful first start. We're now shifting to focus on the future of strategic mindful work. Our target market is millennials and companies that have budget dedicated to improving mental health. Our go-to-market strategy includes our channel sales organization, which includes companies like Blue Cross, corporate partnerships, and our consumer-facing application. Our team of 30 is led by myself, Dr. Blaise Aguirre from Harvard and Oprah Winfrey School Board, and Katie Mackin, who's an incredible mindfulness expert and has over 10 years of experience in this space. So let's experience a presence pause together. Close your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. Take a full breath in and exhale, let it go. In the digital age, it is now more important than ever for us to focus on mental health. Thank you for your time. I welcome your questions, and thanks for considering presence.
Great job, Colleen. That was amazing. I'm going to give it to Sydney first for questions, and then we'll go Ginger and Cheryl.
Awesome. Okay, great.
Thank you, Colleen. This is awesome. I'm a huge believer in mindfulness. I think it can totally make a difference. One of the tough things about this space, because it's so exciting to so many people, there's obviously a lot of competition and there can be a lot of jumpiness. I think you are very familiar with the millennial instant gratification of, let me try 3 apps at once, and if this one doesn't work right away, I'm going to jump to the other. So how have you been thinking about keeping your customer and your consumer really on board, and how has your retention been so far?
Yeah, of course. We're seeing pretty strong retention figures. And what I would say is one of the stickiest parts of our product is we offer live meditations. So people can, much like a studio, they can book a class with us and attend a 30-minute meditation at 4 separate times per week. So it kind of feels like you're trying out a new studio as well as starting to practice mindfulness. One of the biggest issues that mindfulness apps have, as you alluded to, is that people just drop off after a couple of days. And part of that is really because they're going to different apps for different needs, right? So we have your journal, your intention setting, a focus area, an unplug and breathwork timer, meditation, and live classes all in one place. It's also clinically supported, which you don't find in every app. It's interesting. A lot of the apps have kind of started research now. We led with a clinical first approach before we even created the product. So that's a little bit how we're mitigating the risk there.
So, hey, great job, Colleen, and definitely needed during this time. So my question's a bit like Sydney's, but maybe taking it a little bit different direction. So there's certainly this concept of jumping from app to app, but my question is, to get your first customer, so in your acquisition phase, how will you differentiate from, like, whether it's a Calm or a Headspace? So what will be your differentiation points even before people are finding out about you and potentially switching?
Yeah, of course. So it's really important to us, I want to be clear about this, that we do continue to drive user acquisition within the app. However, our main focus right now is more on corporate. We're working on acquiring bigger clients that have a few thousand employees and focusing more on an integrated mindfulness offering for them. So I realize how competitive the app space is, and I'm not trying to be Headspace or Calm. We're trying to be the most innovative mindfulness solution that helps people on the go, at home, and at work. So I do care a lot about our app users, and we are trying to make sure that our onboarding experience is tailored to create that stickiness factor by encouraging them. We're actually launching a new onboarding experience in the next 2 weeks. So for the first 14 days, people are served up a different feature in the app. So it's not just getting them in there, but it's actually getting them to use the different features in the app. And this is actually all bringing in DBT principles as well. So I love that question. I really appreciate it. It's important to us, yet we're completely focusing a good amount of our energy on the corporate side rather than just relying on, getting million users in our app.
No, I think that's great, and it helps you to scale too. So great answer.
Thank you. Our lead of corporate is incredible. Nilda Martin, she's wonderful. She's studied with John Kabat-Zinn and Will Kabat-Zinn, Sharon Salzberg, Tara Brock, all the best mindfulness gurus out there.
I wonder if there's an opportunity on the health benefit side, as you think of all those benefits companies that are working their way into corporates.
Yes.
As well.
So that's exactly what our channel sales org is doing. So we have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We also have So Hooked and Gym Pass. And then we're also working on getting in with June, Cherry, and a couple of the other healthcare benefits companies. We're talking with Arthur J. Gallagher. We're talking with, Willis Towers Watson as well.
This is a very interesting and different go-to-market approach, most certainly from the apps. Do you see reaching out to corporations socially using actual B2B influencers or something different digitally to reach corporations as well?
That's really interesting. I like that. I actually don't know too much about the B2B influencer space. Honestly, I have a really vast network because I've been working in tech for 10 years. And my network has been really strong, getting us introductions in the Boston area, in LA, and New York. So people are reacting really well to the product and they're really excited about it. I can't mention the companies that we're working with right now because we have it under NDA, but it's big software companies, 2 big software companies that we're working with, and then 1 capital firm that I can't say too much about because it would probably give it away.
Great, thank you.
Of course.
Okay, I think we have a few seconds left. I just wanted to ask, do you charge for the app? Is it a paid app? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so we actually are changing our pricing model. It's still technically free right now, but Apple is approving the latest version. They take forever. It's $7.99 per month and $59.99 per year, and it includes all of those live meditation classes in addition to the content.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Colleen. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate all of you and hope you have a good rest of the night.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, so if you haven't yet, head over to the Slack channel and make sure you vote on who was your favorite pitch. And we are going to go ahead and deliberate and stay tuned for who the winner is. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in throughout the day. I'm going to wait a second while everyone sort of trickles in, but Tell me where you're tuning in from, where you tuned in from today, what some of your favorite sessions were. Maybe it was the Shandong workshop. That's okay. Self-care. It's for everyone. What were some of your favorite sessions today? I'm so curious to know. Awesome. We'll give it a minute while everyone sort of trickles in. Hello, Atlanta. Oh, I need to get back to Atlanta. I haven't been back in so long. We need to bring Create and Cultivate to Atlanta or back to Atlanta. Miami, love the Instagram Academy workshop. I heard that one was really good. I know I want to come back to Atlanta. Trust me. Back anywhere at this point. Chicago, what's up? Tampa, the crowdfunding workshop. Great to know. Pound. I know. I thought Pound was so fun too. Thank you, Shay. From Boston, the Reiki workshop. The Reiki workshop and the Instagram workshop, definitely. And Mandy, our amazing mentor, of course, SEO 101. I took that workshop as well. I was so curious. Myrna is amazing. What a legend. Dallas, SEO, Instagram, and crowdfunding. Everyone on the same page. Branding, PR, and Fireside with Keiko. Look, I'm minorly offended you said nothing that I'm part of, but I'm just kidding. Did you guys watch Tyra? I thought she was so incredible. Okay, Texas, small biz, downtown. I love it whenever people were really transparent and eager to serve. Love the mentor power with Keiko. What's up, Keiko? Okay, Tyra. I'm pretty sure that's my sister saying that, so I'm still kind of offended. Just kidding. Okay, so Tyra, Mirna, thank you. Las Vegas, elevate your brand, Instagram growth coach, Tyra. And Mirna, SEO, everyone's trying to build that biz. I get it. Okay. SEO, I mean, I could read these all day, but keep telling us what your favorite workshops were. So thank you guys so much for joining us. This is our third virtual summit. I don't think we ever thought we'd be doing 3 virtual summits in a year, but here we are. No one could have predicted we would be in this position. So your support truly means the world. Thank you for buying a ticket, logging on, spending the day with us. Truly, it means the world to us as a small business. We hope you walk away from today feeling inspired, enlightened, entertained, but also incredibly motivated to go forward with your small business, your side hustle, whatever it might be, and take it to the next level. And I also want to give a big shout out to Mastercard, who remains committed to delivering small business owners the tools, resources, and guidance they need to secure their business during this time and focus on their future. I know they've supported us in an incredible way. So for more information and guidance throughout your business journey, check out Mastercard's Her Ideas community on Hello Alice. It's really amazing. Also, Work Party this season is powered by Mastercard. It's really amazing, as well as our AMA series, which is hosted on our Instagram. And if you love today's summit, don't worry, we got more stuff coming. We don't sleep over here. But this is especially for our maker community, our makers, creators, artists. We have something coming up that's super special for you guys in August, so stay tuned. Obviously, you guys are basically our inside VIP, so you'll be the first to know. So thank you guys so much. I just want to see, it's so cool, the clean fragrance. Oh, love it. You guys are so nice. Okay, amazing. But do we want to know who won the Digital Beauty Self-Care Summit pitch? Can you guys all drop in the comments who you think will win? Also, I just want to say that the judges, I mean, it was a long deliberation. The judges were so impressed by the pitches. It was really difficult to pick. There was a lot of back and forth. I thought all the women, I mean, putting yourself out there, it is not easy. And I thought all of those women were so powerful, so well spoken. It was really amazing. So now I'm going to go ahead and invite our winner to come back and say hello. Who do we think it is? We'll give her a minute to jump on. The suspense, my dog is barking. The suspense is killing us. Hello, Sarah. How's it going?
Awesome.
How are you? Well, I wanted to invite you back to let you know that you are the winner of our $10,000 small business grant. The judges loved your pitch. We love the product. We're so excited to see this come back to life. So I would love you to tell us, what are you going to do with the $10,000? Tell us more.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't want to fall into the background. First of all, thank you so much. Thank you, Jacqueline. I don't want to cry. Okay. I'm just so grateful. Thank you to Jasmine. Thank you to Carolyn. Thank you to Shari. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you to Mastercard. I am going to call my mother first.
Yes, I know. I wish I was with you.
I got to call my mom. And then we're definitely going to get to work. We are going to sit down the team that we have, obviously, of all the amazing women who has been with us. Our first year anniversary was July 16th. So we are going to sit down. We are going to strategize. We're going to make sure that every dollar is spent in the right direction. I am like ecstatic. I do not want to freak out. So sorry.
No, I mean, truly, I think what you've built is so innovative. Like, it's truly rare to see people develop an actual tool and technology and innovation in the space. So I think the potential is endless. I love your strategy. I love what you were saying about, going direct to consumer or going to salons. Like, I really cannot wait to see what you do with this company. And hopefully this money can help propel those dreams even further. But truly, we're so impressed by your pitches and excited. Oh, girl.
Sorry.
No, we're so excited to see what you're going to do next. I mean, also, look, my mom is my mentor, so I appreciate that times 1,000. I wish your mom could be here to see that. And she should be so proud of you, truly. Like, you are carrying on the legacy. You're making it happen. You're bringing it to life. And this has been in the works since the 90s, girl. So it's time. Let's go. Let's do this.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. We are definitely going to bring this. We're going to launch this. And we just are so excited that you guys gave us this opportunity to be on this platform, to, really just show that women can get their dreams and they can realize their dreams. Like, it's so important. We should not forget that. Like, my mom had that time, and I do not ever want that to be the story for any more women. And we want to place ourselves in the position so that we can help other women and help other businesses get to where they need to be, because we do not want to allow the pandemic or anything else to stop these businesses from growing. So just thank you so much. I look a mess, but thank you to everyone.
No, you're amazing. You were wonderful. We have 100% confidence in you. Please let us know how we can support as you move along. I'm here for you as a mentor. Also, all the judges said they would love to talk to you and help mentor you along the way. So please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. And yes, we're all going to get through this pandemic. Women need to come together and support one another. So thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing your Saturday with us. And we're so excited to have you as our winner.
Thank you. Woo!
Go have a glass of champagne, girl.
It's time. Sure will. I am going to have a glass of champagne. Thank you so much. I am so excited. I am just so grateful that you guys are really just like allowing to be my mentors. I love having mentors. The more the merrier. You guys have been a huge impact in the industry. So I welcome it. I'm excited. And I will be stalking you guys.
I'm stalking, girl. That's the number one tip. I love it. Bye, Sarah.
Bye. Thank you.
So obviously, Sarah's the winner of our $10,000 small business grant. I want to say thank you so much to the amazing finalists, Joanna Linton from Raise Roots and Colleen Hayes from Presidents. Check out their businesses, and also to let them know that our judges also are open to mentoring them and helping get through this incredibly intense time. But thank you so much for your support and tuning in, and make sure to check out next time, because we have something coming up, as I said, for you makers and you artists. But truly, it's a weird time in the world. We so appreciate you guys being here. Keep investing in yourself and each other. Stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you guys soon.